So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fight UK 7. I'm Rob Nutley, with me Ben Cartledge, and Ben, straight into the action.
Fantastic semi-pro encounter here between Daniel Pearce in the black and red shorts from the Den MMA against Toby Meech from Olympians MMA in the black tie shorts. It's Meech on top after an initial quick scramble and showing some good positional work, but good work from Pearce, as I say that, to regain the guard and looking for a submission straight away.
Does well with those legs, climbs high.
And obviously here at Fight UK, under the Nevada State Athletic Commission amateur rules, which means there is ground and pound, but fighters are wearing the larger gloves, and we're looking at three 3-minute rounds.
Meech does well to move back to side mount position, but again allows Pearce too much room. Pearce able to pull back the guard.
Pearce seems very relaxed for me, Rob, on the bottom, trying to work, looking for wrist control. And a lot harder to do as well when we see the fighters with the 8-ounce gloves, the bigger gloves. It's a lot harder to isolate different limbs. But back up to his feet well, and now coming forward. Meech's corner screaming for those knees.
Looks to drop low, looks for that takedown. Tries to win the double leg, huge slam.
Massive pick up and takedown, and isolated some nice ground and pound there. Working straight away.
Beautiful shots with the right hand.
And Meech's corner really pleased with him there. Great level of experience in this corner. See Paul Reed and Wes Meech, two very, very experienced fighters. It's great to see fighters at this level, Rob, at the amateur level, being able to draw on the experience of such well-tested veterans.
Meech trying to swing that single leg. And that's right, Ben, having that kind of valuable experience to train with and to support you while you're in that cage. Very, very valuable to these fighters.
Pearce drops down to a knee, looking to maybe try and base out a little bit, but he is stuck as the fact that he is up against the cage there. Limits his options really, but a nice pick up and carry through as Meech comes forward. But once again, Pearce really impressing me, Rob, with how able he is at getting back to his feet.
That's right, good strong base, and as you said, very good in those transitions and finding his way back up. Meech tries to push through, gets that head up straight.
It's clear the strategy from both men. Pearce looking to keep it stood up, but he's been unable to. The relentless wrestling of Toby Meech has really been the difference maker in this one.
Certainly has. It was a good knee there as well from Pearce as Meech tries to force his man back.
Coming to the other end of the first round, but Meech coming forward once again. He's got the double unders. Maybe he'll look to transition down, or as the round runs out, he's decided to push his man up against the cage and save himself a bit of energy. A good first round for Toby Meech. Pearce not really able to get out of the blocks. Seconds up for round two, and we're underway. Toby Meech in the black tie shorts, huge right hand for Daniel Pearce. It doesn't quite land. It's clear his corner's giving him that instruction. He's got to let those shots go, and jumps for a guillotine.
Dangerous position to try and pull unless you've got it sunk in deep. Leaves Meech on top.
So often we see, Rob, this being the case, especially in the amateur and the semi-pro leagues. When the rounds are a lot shorter, it's much of a bigger deal to give yourself up a bad position, because if a fighter can keep it on top, as we've seen Meech with a ground and pound, if he can keep it on top for maybe a minute and a half, that's a big portion of that round, a much bigger percentage than it would be in the pros.
That's right, guillotine choke. unless it is in deep. It's very difficult to commit yourself to, especially like that. As you said, he's left himself in a bad position. We see Meech now on top, working a beautiful choke. Does he get it?
And a corner choke he's rolled through, pounced on that straight away, and that looks very, very tight. Pearce looking to survive.
Here Meech's corner telling him, get it slotted in, get it locked on.
That looks very, very tight. Pearce looking to roll through. And Meech has that locked on.
Unable to get it. Pearce did very, very well there.
Meech, to his credit, still has control of that neck. Now here his corner instructing him to lock it up tight. He's doing well to have control of the head from there, not letting his man get back to that position. But as we say that, Pearce showing a tremendous amount of fighting spirit from here to get up from that position. That choke looked incredibly tight at one point, and his head still isn't free.
Meech doing a good job controlling, looks to turn to the back, didn't quite get it. Pearce did well. But for me, so far this round, just all Meech. Driving with his wrestling ability, looking for those submissions. Again, a huge takedown.
Straight into side control. As we said in the first round, Rob, I mean, wrestling so often we see it, the difference maker in every level of the fight, from amateurs right up to the professional leagues. The ability to dictate where the fight takes place is such a colossal advantage. Meech keeping his man inside control, using the elbow across the throat, obviously not striking with the elbow, just using it to make his man uncomfortable while he thinks about something else.
Meech doing well, controlling this position, just grinding on his man, making it hard for Pearce, making movement and breathing difficult.
Oh, and a nice knee. Both fighters exchange knees. And once again, it's Meech back in. And that's the end of the round. In a similar fashion to the first round, it's been the wrestling of Meech. Once again, the differential, some good takedowns, some good ground and pound, and almost was able to finish with a submission.
That's right, some very, very dominant work. Looks very strong out there, Meech, when he's wrestling. Pearce unable to really answer. So far though, you've got to give Pearce credit, because it's his scrambling and his ability to scramble back to his feet as soon as he finds an option against Meech, which is probably keeping him in it.
From Pearce's point of view, we can see his corner there at the Den MMA giving him some instruction. You've got to be telling him, surely, Rob, that he needs to go for broke in this situation. I mean, obviously we're not judging the fight, but it's been fairly clean cut. The offense has been mostly in one direction. Surely he'll need to realise that if he's 2 rounds down, like it's presumed that he is, that he'll need a finish. So it'll be interesting to see how he starts, if he comes out aggressively and looks for the finish. But I have no doubt about it that the corner of Toby Meech will have prepped him for this. Will have let him know this is the 3rd round, he's liable to come out heavy. Just carry on doing what you're doing. Once again, swinging that huge looping shot, but overcommitting a little bit. But that being said, he really does need to.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit too rushed though, Ben. He should have taken his time a little bit more, sucked Meech in a little bit. He gave Meech the opportunity there to shoot and to put it into this position, and Meech able to wrestle his opponent again to the ground.
Beautiful variation from the single leg there. As you can see, Pearce taking some very, very deep breaths. As much as this is taking a lot out of Meech, repeatedly taking his man down, it's so fatiguing from Pearce's point of view to be constantly defending, constantly struggling to get back to his feet. And also, Rob, a little bit demoralising in the fact of how easy, if we're being honest, Meech has been able to take him down and dictate the fight ultimately.
That's right, Meech again, look, single leg, doesn't quite get it that time, but you can see the power and control he's showing in this fight. Almost with the double underhooks there, but Pearce able to get himself comfortable. Again, Meech looking for the legs, huge takedown.
And that double leg to pick up and slam has been his go-to move. 3rd time he's hit that. And what I like about that is he doesn't get carried away once he's landed it. The first thing he does is look to lock in position. And now he's in side control, running some nice knees to the body, and really flattening out. And that's something we see from good wrestlers, Rob, that posture in the side control.
That's right, he looks to push the knee on belly now, ride it through possibly to full mount position. Pearce doing a good job, good striking from knee on belly. Again looks for the choke.
Again the anaconda choke, and now he's rolling in. This looks very tight, and once again, clearly a favourite technique of Meech. Looks like there's the tap. There's the tap. What a finish by Toby Meech.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic fight to kick the night off with. Let's hear it for both fighters, come on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 14 seconds of round number 3, your winner due to a tap out by anaconda choke from the red corner, Toby, 0.1% Meech. But let's hear it for a very gallant runner-up. Let's hear it for Dan Pearce.